You've been waiting for so long. Now we are going to delve into the main session. We are going to invite General Abrams for his farewell speech. With a big round of applause, please welcome him to the podium.
Good morning. General Jung, President of CUSAF, and General Brooks, the President of KDBA. Today's farewell is bittersweet and humbling. And Connie and I are sincerely honored to share this time with you, all the distinguished guests in the room, and many of those online. But to both you, General Jung, you and General Brooks, thanks for hosting this event. I will give special recognition to your action figure, Major General Retired Shin, who is as strong a supporter as there is for the Alliance. And I know he was the one working behind the scenes to pull it all together. So thank you, General Shin. To Minister of National Defense, MPVA Minister Huang, Chairman Min, huge honor for the Defense Committee Chairman to be here. General Wan online and Rob Rabson, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your leadership and certainly your friendship. And in particular, I want to thank and recognize Minister Suh and General Wan for their personal efforts every single day to strengthen our alliance and their strong support of our service members. To the former commanders who could not attend today but have reached out at one time or another, and deputy commanders as well with sage advice and help, thank you. And I also want to recognize former Ambassador Harry Harris online. Harry, it's great to see you. He did such a fantastic job here as our U.S. ambassador, and he was, as Mr. Rabson indicated, an incredible teammate. And I can't thank him enough for all he did to help support USFK and all our commands and all our work here on Korea. So distinguished guests, fellow general officers, and all the supporters of the Alliance, my message today to you is simple. What all of you do day in and day out for our 28,500 or so U.S. Forces Korea service members, civilians, and their family members who proudly serve in Korea, it makes a difference. And so on behalf of all of U.S. Forces Korea, thank you. Kamsahamnida. Serving as the commander of United Nations Command, Combined Forces Command, and U.S. Forces Korea over the last 2.5 years has been the professional honor of my life. And for those looking for sound bites, in 15 days, I will have 39 years of active federal service. And being a commander here is the honor of my career. Over these last 2.5 years, I've developed an even deeper appreciation for the people, the values and commitment which make the core of the ROK-US Alliance unbreakable. And I will speak about it today. This alliance is a bond between Koreans and Americans that was forged in the crucibles of war. The Korean and American service members endured the same hardships, the same brutal weather, and fought side by side against a determined enemy. Every time an American service member or civilian serves in Korea, those service members and civilians, they bring the best America has to offer to Koreans. When those same American service members and civilians return home, they bring back the best of Korea with them. And over time, this virtuous cycle has strengthened the bond between our people and our nations. And Connie and I will be doing the same thing as we prepare for the next chapter of our lives. We are sincerely grateful for the warm and gracious hospitality we have and continue to receive here in Korea. Now, I will proudly bring home my Korean name, Woo Byung-soo. And I'll also bring home my Pyeongtaek honorary citizenship, among some of the great honors that I have received. But what I value most are the lifetime friendships I've made while serving in Korea. It was and has always been about the people, many of whom are in the room today or attending virtually, who made this assignment special and memorable. The values of the Republic of Korea and the United States share underpins our military alliance and everything we do as a combined force. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, the right to assemble, freedom of religion, the rule of law. These are all vital components of a vibrant liberal democracy. And these are the values our two people hold the most dear. One of the unique privileges of serving as the commander of Combined Forces Command is administering the Korean oath of office to Korean officers who have asked me to officiate the promotion ceremonies. Administering another nation's oath is an honor that most U.S. military officers will never have an opportunity to experience, but I have. Korean and American military officers swear an oath to their Constitution and to their nation, to uphold an idea and a set of values rather than to an individual. The shared values are the glue that binds our militaries together and enables this alliance to weather the harshest storms. So no matter the severity of the storms this alliance might face, I have every confidence that our alliance will remain typhoon-proof. For over 70 years, our nations have demonstrated unquestionable commitment to one another. This commitment started on the battlefields where soldiers shared camaraderie, ammunition, and rations, while other times they just shared misery, hardship, and loss of friends. During the ongoing pandemic, which has caused immense hardship and loss for Koreans and Americans alike, 13 of the ROC US Alliance friendship organizations in 4 different Korean cities have contributed nearly $100,000 worth of donations and outreach services to our USFK service members and their families. That is no small contribution, and we are grateful for their support. And what is equally striking are the high number of Korean American and American veterans who continue to demonstrate their commitment to the alliance out of uniform. So from one veteran to another, kamsahamnida. As a measure of our commitment to one another, U.S. Forces Korea has offered the COVID-19 vaccine to Republic of Korea service members who serve in our combined formations, as well as our Korean national employees who support our installations. We have vaccinated over 17,000 Koreans thus far, and we're not done. A true testament to our motto that we go together, kapsi-kapsi-da. Expert readiness and rock-solid combined defense posture remains the single greatest deterrent to any potential aggression against the Republic of Korea. Our combined defense posture has enabled peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula, which fueled the conditions for the Republic of Korea to grow and become the world's 11th highest GDP nation, and certainly made the miracle on the Han River a reality. But ladies and gentlemen, we must not rest. We must continue the hard work and sweat in peace so that we do not bleed in any potential war. Any potential adversary should never, ever underestimate our resolve and commitment to defend the Republic of Korea. They should also never misunderstand our equal commitment to a lasting peace and stability on the peninsula, which includes a North Korea without any nuclear weapons or the capability to build one. America will work closely with its allies and partners and address the threats posed by North Korea through diplomacy and credible deterrence. This military alliance continues to evolve, and it is our responsibility to ensure it evolves in a forward-looking manner based on trust, mutual respect that strengthens our combined defense. Not to start a conflict, but to prevent one. The Korean and American people deserve nothing less. This is our guiding principle that governs our actions in navigating to our most challenging and complex alliance military matters. Whether it's working towards sustainable solutions to barriers to combined live fire training, or finding win-win solutions for routine access to U.S. bases. We must do so in a manner that strengthens our ironclad alliance. Now, as long as North Korea poses a significant threat, we are duty-bound to keep our combined defense posture ready, credible, and strong. And we can only do this together, shoulder to shoulder. You've heard many people today say our slogan, Kachi Kapchi Da. It's not just a bumper sticker or a catchphrase. It is a promise of our commitment to this alliance. It is who we are. It is in our DNA. Now, as I've traveled across the Republic of Korea to visit our units, both ROK and US, over the last 2.5 years, from Panmunjom to Busan, from Pohang to Kunsan, and everywhere in between, I have drawn strength from the courage, commitment, and dedication of our alliance's young troops, ROK and US. They understand their sacred responsibility to be ready to fight tonight to defend the Republic of Korea. I've been equally inspired by our alliance military leaders who work tirelessly every day to strengthen and sharpen our combined forces posture and their commitment to sustaining the alliance. Connie and I will depart here soon. Still don't have a date yet. With a lifetime of memories. We have had the good fortune to meet many, many ordinary Korean citizens, always gracious and friendly. We've had the opportunity to learn a bit about 5,000 years of Korean history and to visit many historical sites and marvel at all of Korea's beauty, to explore and appreciate Korean food and culture. And yes, I am going to have to find a place in North Carolina that makes good kimchi. And we've had that opportunity to embrace all that a vibrant 21st century Republic of Korea liberal democracy represents. And our only regret is that because of the pandemic, we were not able to spend as much time with all of you as we would have liked over the last 17 months. So let me close and just say that I am extremely proud to have been part of this amazing, one-of-a-kind alliance. The Abrams family wishes all of you our very best in the years ahead. We go together. Kachi Kapchi Da. 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you very much.